And the country most irritated by all of this is Spain, because nothing's more annoying than sitting by yourself on a peninsula watching two other countries make out. Spain decides, screw this, we're gonna get in some boats, go down to South America, hit the clubs. They go down there, they go for the gold, stay for the drugs. South America was always all about the drugs, starting with the ancient Mayans. Mayans, pharmaceuticals, the rainforest. The Mayan priest was like the pharmacist. People would bring their kids, my kid, my kid. Boy, what's the matter with the kid? He looks all right, but I don't know, he can't focus. I got him in the pottery circle. Next thing you know, he's chasing an iguana. Well, I got a new product. People seem to like it. I'll write you a prescription for the third branch on that second tree right over there. Side effects may include constipation, nausea, vomiting, suicidal thoughts. And the Mayans disappear, 900. The mystery of the Mayans, that's what they call it. What's the mystery? Drug culture, people disappear all the time. That's what happens. You're hanging out, then they're gone forever. You never see them again. You don't know if they died, they got locked up, they got clean, they moved, they're just gone. Nobody says a word, and back then, nobody said a word, because all Spanish cultures are very fatalistic, because the language is fatalistic. Why and because is the same word in Spanish, por qué. Por qué, por qué. Why? Because. Because why? Now you understand, because why. Then 1400, up in Mexico, you had the Aztecs, but that's a whole different vibe, because they're weed smokers, so they're just sitting there on the temple steps, kicking back, smoking weed. A bunch of Mexican dudes on the world's largest stoop, if you will, sitting there. Girls are walking by on the way to Central America, Mommy, you're migrating. Where you going? You gotta migrate. You can't say goodbye, you're leaving. You can say goodbye, you ain't gonna say hello. I like that 2012 tattoo. Give me a smile, and my world's gonna end also, And they end up like all pot smokers. You become irrelevant, you become a little obsolete, you lose track of time. When's the last time we accomplished something? We built this temple 300 years ago. I thought that was about 4 years ago. You serious right now? Then you had the Incas up in Peru, 1,200 coca leaves, cocaine. So they have a whole different vibe. They have art, architecture, astronomy, mathematics. But they also have beheading, cannibalism, human sacrifice. Because that's cocaine, gives you the best ideas and the worst ideas simultaneously. And they ended up building a beautiful civilization based around the harbors, but they couldn't even enjoy it because they screwed up. Cokeheads don't spend any time outdoors. They were inside the temple doing coke the entire time. Instead of worrying about the danger coming from out here, you're worried about the danger of this guy doing more than his share of coke. That's all cokeheads talk about. I mean, that guy does a lot of coke. We're the Incas. We're not going to run out that easily, but come on, I mean, I'm Montezuma. No me diga lo que puedo que hacer, but if you told me I'm doing too much, I don't need to smoke coke to have a good time. You know what I'm saying? What about the other half? Somebody gonna break out the other half? Finally, Montezuma goes out to get some air. Nobody's been outside for 8 months, meanwhile. Looks out in the harbor, Spanish armada's out there. 50 ships, hundreds of these conquistadors in these weird acid trip helmets and uniform. He's got 30 priests holding up giant crosses staring at you silently. It's like the kid that gets high for the first time. He goes back to his house, all his relatives are there for some reason. Montezuma went back in. You've been outside lately? Por qué? Por qué? They got us surrounded. Flush that shit down the Amazon. We got to get out of here. Put out the torches. You got a little bit right there. Be careful. Drugs kill them just like they're killing us. Same thing. Trying to be happy just like they were. They were trying to be happy. People say America's soft now because we're always trying to be happy. That's why everybody writes books about our founding fathers, saying our founding fathers be embarrassed by what we've become. They were real men. Meanwhile, our founding fathers are the ones that started this Dr. Phil shit, because they put pursuit of happiness in the Declaration of Independence. No other government ever made it their job to cheer people up. Before that, we were fine. We're farming, eating, surviving. But then 1776, these bastards go, but are you happy? Now that you mention it, I don't know that I am 110% happy, and you brought it up. Now, what are you going to do to fix it? And now people fix it themselves, at least. You go up to anybody, what are you up to? 20 milligrams of Zoloft for my depression, 30 milligrams of Cialis because I can't get an erection because of the Zoloft, 18 milligrams of Concerta because I have to be able to focus to keep the erection when I'm on the Zoloft combined with 300 milligrams of Wellbutrin to offset the shaky leg syndrome I get from the Concerta, and 2 Ambien so I can fall asleep at night instead of thinking how I'm a depressed man with a constant erection and a shaky leg. Oh, well, thank you for shopping at Walmart.